Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. We are Group 11. We're going to discuss safety and health inspection. What we are going to tackle is what is safety and health inspection, purpose of safety and health inspection, 6 key elements of effective safety inspection, and types of inspection. The reporters are Justin, Wilbert, and Benedict.
Safety and health inspection. A health and safety inspection is an on-site walkthrough to identify potential hazards to occupants and personnel and options for remedial action. Safety inspections are also important for property insurance issues. A review of safety equipment, for example, is yung emergency eye wash, shower, fire extinguishers, first aid kits, etc. is also completed to verify proper working order. So, ito yung pagsusuri or paghahanap ng potential hazard sa workplace para ma-prevent yung accident, injury, and illnesses. Then, nakalagay rin dito, important for property insurance issues dahil pag merong accident na nangyari, shoulder ng company yung expenses sa empleyado nilang aksidente. And kung merong mang short circuit tapos nag-cause yun ng fire, madadagdagan yung expenses ng company. And nakalagay din dito is safety equipment, yung ginagamit natin in case of merong accident or emergency. Yung shower, emergency eye wash, kung gumagana ba to, and yung fire extinguishers kung nasa tamang lagayan and madaling makita, yung first aid kits kung kompleto ba, and yung fire exit kung walang obstruction dun sa pintuan. And meron tayong two types of visit inspection. Una is yung general inspection, meaning is yung pangkalahatan or yung working condition and yung safety and health, for example is yung PPE, and technical inspection, particularly sa electrical and mechanical installation. So, sino-sino nga ba yung pwede mag-conduct ng inspection? Una is yung employee, pangalawa is yung supervisors, pangatlo is yung safety coordinators, pang-apat yung management, panglima yung safety committee members, and panghuli yung insurance company. Safety and health inspection. Labor inspection is a key area of the labor administration system of a country. The aim of labor inspection are enforcement of legal provisions relating to conditions of work and protection of workers while engaged in their work, provisions of technical information and advice to employers and workers concerning the most effective means of complying with the legal provisions, and lastly, identification of defects or abuses not specifically covered by available legal provisions. So dito, para maprotektahan ang workers natin relating sa tamang wages, hours, and safety and health, and also para makapagbigay kaalaman sa workers and employers patungkol sa pagsunod sa labor inspection. Occupational Safety and Health Convention 1981, number 155, Article 9, number 1. The enforcement of laws and regulations concerning occupational safety and health and the working environment shall be secured by an adequate and appropriate system of inspection. Number 2. The enforcement system shall provide for adequate penalties for violations of the laws and regulations. So, dito naman, dapat merong akma or tama at maayos na inspection sa bawat workplace. And kung lalabag man sila or may pagkukulang, mabibigyan sila ng karampatang parusa.
Good day, I'm Wilbert Ogete. I'm here to report the purposes of safety inspection. Purposes of safety inspection. These inspections have several specific functions that include: number one is identifying already existing or potential hazardous condition. By identifying it, we can prevent future accidents that may occur on the workplace. Number two is determining the underlying causes of those hazards. By determining the hazards that may occur, we can minimize the damage that may be done. Number three is monitoring hazard controls. Monitoring hazard controls can help eliminate or substitute potential hazard on the workplace. Number four, recommending corrective action that could address each issue at hand. With a solution on hand, we can execute the plan to make the workplace less hazardous. Number 5. Listening to concerns from workers and supervisors. We can determine hazardous place and make workplace more safety. Number 6. Offering a further understanding of jobs and tasks from safety standards. By explaining what we know and what must we do, we can minimize accidents on the workplace. The importance of regulatory inspection will improve the safety of employees, reputation of the company, and in the case of lost revenue. Next topic is we're going to talk about 6 key elements of effective safety inspection. The number 1 is hazard assessment and correction. Perhaps the most critical element of an effective safety program is a regular and honest safety audits to identify and correct workplace hazard. Consistent audits are the easiest way to recognize hazard, implement corrective actions, and ultimately prevent workers' injuries and their associated costs. As the saying goes, you can't expect what you won't inspect, and performing regular audits is the best way to prevent costly surprise incident. If you do not know what audits is, there are the people who goes around the workplace to inspect like the inventory, the place to make it clean and neat and organized.
I'm Really Justin Dwayne, and I will be discussing training and education. Training and education, another key element of effective safety management, is an established training program for all employees. Training education. This will keep employees satisfied their employer because they will know how much the company values. Increase job satisfaction and morale, improve productivity, and less likely to be injured during their work. Also, training and education allows you to strengthen those skills that each employee needs to be improved or gain new skills and knowledge to their work environment or workplace on how to function in their respective roles. Proper safety training should be included. The first one is hazard recognition and communication. Before initiating work, importante na alam ng mga workers on how to identify potential hazard to a specific project and job site or in a workplace. And communicate the safety plan to all workers involved in the task. Second one is company safety protocols. Creating a plan for a safe work environment to protect the employees from risk or in a accident. And third one is acceptable and restricted behaviors. For acceptable behavior, establish good working relationships and consider other people's perspective in order to help reach agreement. And unacceptable is violating recipient dignity and humiliating or offensive environment, o sa madaling salita is pamamahiya na pwedeng mag-end up sa pagtatalo or isa sa mga employees maaaring ma-aksidente or ma-injury. Next is reporting. Reporting is ilista mo yung to do and yung nangyari, then yung outcome kung anong outcome sa araw na ito, and what will be the goal for today, ganon. Then syempre proper PPE. Syempre kung sa job site ka naman, hat, safety boots, gloves, something like that. Next one is control measures. An action aimed to eliminate a hazard completely, or control the risk of an accident, incident, injury, or next one is job specific training. Meron akong 5 types of specific training. Is number 1 is orientation training, job, craft, internship, and retraining. And yun lang.
Establish policies and procedures. One of the items all employees should be trained on is company safety policies and procedures. In order to train on these items, companies must first establish detailed safety policies, procedures, and protocols that are written and authorized by executive management. So, ito yung rules and regulation bago sila pumasok sa work. May orientation muna na ginagawa, like yung mga bawal gawin and yung safety policies na kailangan nilang gawin. Example natin sa mga bawal gawin is yung bawal mag-cellphone, bawal makipagdaldalan, and bawal maglaro or horseplay, and bawal ding pumasok ng nakainom. Then, dapat laging may suot na PPE for safety. And also, dapat yung mga gawin in case of merong accident na nangyari, like yung pagbibigay ng paunang lunas and pagre-report sa supervisor.
Accident investigation. It's the process of determining the root of causes of accident, on the job injuries, property damage, close calls, in order to prevent them from occurring again. Sa kasamang palad, tinatry pa rin ng company to prevent those workplace injuries na pwedeng mangyari. Pero dahil sa accident investigation, nakakatulong ito upang malaman kung ano ang pinagmulan or paano nangyari ang isang aksidente or kung paano na-injury yung isang worker. Ngayon pa man, nakakatulong pa rin to upang ma-prevent pwede pang mangyaring aksidente or ma-injury sa mga trabahador.
Number 5. measurement. An effective safety management program is always evolving. Regular training, safety meetings, job safety analysis, inspection, and accident evaluation are critical. But how does a company keep its program relevant as it grows and changes? The evaluation of the above parameter is a key element in an effective and efficient safety program that aims to keep the workplace safe. Giving employee effective training in the company is relevant. Also, discussion of safety meetings to review past incidents so the company can implement new protocol and avoid reoccurrence in the future.
Executive Management Commitment. The previously discussed elements of an effective safety program are all useless without the final element, management commitment to safety. So dito, lahat ng safety program ay mababaliwala kung walang commitment yung management. Like for example, yung sa pagpapakasal. Dapat committed ka na dun sa papakasalan mo and hindi ka na magloloko. Same goes sa management. Dapat meron silang ginagawang plano for safety ng workers para ma-prevent yung accident and injury. And hindi lang dapat puro production yung iniisip nila para mapataas yung benta nila. I-discuss natin ngayon yung types of inspection.
Self-inspection for construction. The self-inspection checklist for construction contains a comprehensive list of safety items to maintain well-being on your site. Unang-una na dito is yung PPE. Helmet para maprotektahan ka sa debris, and gloves, mask for chemicals, maiwasan malangkap kasi yung ibang chemical is matapang, and this will lessen the injury na pwedeng lessen na pangyayari sa'yo, or may lessen yung mga injury na pwedeng maka-apekto sa body parts. Then, siyempre, fire protection guidelines, alam mo dapat kung saan nakalagay yung fire extinguisher, fire exits, alam mo dapat kung saan yung fire exit, kailangan kabisado mo kung saan ka lalabas. Then, yun, alam mo, yung dapat na basahin yung mga signs kasi yung ibang lugar is restricted or more hazardous na pwedeng may potential na hazard doon na pwedeng mangyari sa'yo, injury, something like that.
The self-inspection for general industry. The self-inspection checklist for general industry incorporates a wide variety of safety items to promote employee health in the workplace. Since professionals can use this checklist to determine safety compliance in different industries, it may act as a widely useful resource. Number 1 is yung employer posting of safety guidelines in a public and visible place. So dito is yung pagpo-post ng mga signages katulad ng hazard and yung mandatory na pagsusuot ng PPE and face mask and yung social distancing. And also yung katulad sa mga mall, yung nasa baba, yung dapat na tapakan para may social distancing. Record keeping of safety permits, occupational injuries, and employee training records. For example natin dito is yung business permit, sanitary permit, fire permit, and building permit. And kung merong man inspection na mangyayari is meron silang may papakita and sumusunod sila dun sa inspection na ginagawa. Yung occupational injuries is yung mga nangyayaring injury, natatrack nila kasi may record sila. So yung occurrence ng injury na yun or accident is titignan kung nababawasan man or tumataas lalo. And employee training records, kung nakapasa or maayos yung record ng employee. Safety and health program existence, consistency, and participation. Dito naman is yung mga program like earthquake drill and fire drill. Ginagawa yun para laging handa yung mga workers natin in case na merong ganong pangyayari. Medical services and first aid availability, proximity, and response. Ito naman is yung mga ambulant nurse na nasa workplace natin para yun nga, in case na merong accident na mangyari is mabibigyan siya ng paunang lunas. Fire protection guidelines for alarms, hydrants, facilities, and entryways. Meron tayong example dito. Picture. Ito. Yung fire protection. Nandito yung building, yung design niya. So, makikita natin kung nasan yung fire exit, yung in and out nung workplace na yun, and yung mga iba't ibang design ng building. Housekeeping inspection. The housekeeping inspection checklist contains safety items related to cleanliness, sanitation, and personal protection practices at workplace. So dito, alam naman natin na pag housekeeping yung pag-usapan is papasok yung cleanliness and sanitation ng area natin or yung workplace. And meron tayo ditong mga checklist para tignan kung masusunod ba ito. Number 1 is yung dust prevention. Like dito sa example, yung lalaki na nagtatrabaho dun sa may loob ng may cover. Siyempre para hindi maka-apekto yung dust dun sa ginagawa niyong trabaho. Visibility, ventilation, and dust reduction. Yung visibility, yun may suot siyang PPE for eye. Yung ventilation, meron tayong example dito. Yung proper ventilation, katulad niyan. Kasi like ngayong may pandemic, yung microorganism na mahalo dun sa hangin is pwede nating malanghap like yung virus ngayon. And yung dust reduction, pwede tayong gumamit ng floor mat para sa paa para yung dust na nasa sapatos natin is mapupunta dun. And portable water availability. Ayan yung example natin. Meron silang maayos at malinis na naiinuman. Like yung sa mga construction, minsan sa na lang sila umiinom sa tubig na nanggagaling sa faucet. And yung sa non-potable water labeling guidelines, ayan yung caution, may nakalagay na sign na bawal inumin kasi madumi or contaminated. And clean and serviceable bathroom facilities. Ayan yung panghuli natin example na picture. Okay lang kahit hindi ganyan kaganda yung CR. Basta maayos na nagagamit and malinis. Personal protective equipment inspection. The PPE safety inspection checklist contains items that relate to workplace compliance in providing, maintaining, using, and updating equipment that can protect employees from occupational hazards. So dito, meron tayong mga checklist. Yung una is hazard analysis, performance, and updating. So dito aalamin natin kung ano pa yung pwedeng maging potential hazard, whether physical, chemical, and biological hazards and eye protection standards. Kunyari, dun sa mga construction, nagsusot sila ng mga goggles, syempre para dun sa dust na pwedeng mapunta sa mata nila. And ito yung mga nurse and doctors natin kasi para dun nga sa virus and para dun hindi sila makontaminate ng mga iba pang virus na nandun sa hospital. And ventilation, eto meron tayong maayos na ventilation. For example is nagtatrabaho sa chemical industry and dapat yan, may maayos kayong ventilation para hindi mo malanghap yung chemicals. Hazardous waste management. Ito, dapat merong maayos na tapunan or yung waste management. Nakahiwalay din yung for rework and for disposal, and dapat merong nakalagay din na hazardous. Noise level monitoring and hearing conservation. And dito yung lalaki is meron siyang suot na PPE for hearing or sa tenga para yung noise level hindi maapektuhan yung tenga. Kasi alam naman natin na pag 85 decibels pataas is pwede na makasira sa pandinig natin.
Number 5 is electrical inspection. The electrical inspection checklist includes safety items related to proper storage of materials and electrical infrastructure. While professionals from various industries may use this checklist to ensure electrical safety at their workplace, the electrical inspection checklist is especially useful in the construction and manufacturing industries because of their increased exposure to electrical components such as cord and cable connection securement, outlet overload protection, fixed wiring guidelines, unobstruct electrical panels and breakers, high voltage service room securement. In the next slide, here you can see the wirings that is messy can cause a short circuit and even fire. So electrical inspections prevent that from happening.
Truck safety inspection. The truck safety inspection checklist includes items that relate to evaluation and maintenance of vehicle viability and condition. And alam po naman natin na prone sa accident itong mga truck, lalo na 10-wheeler truck, kasi ang madalas na dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng aksidente ay brake failure. Yun po. Kaya kailangan po i-implement yung pag-inspect ng engine, headlights, importante yung headlights, tail lights, signal lights. Syempre, masyadong malaki yung truck. Kumakain po siya ng space sa isang kalsada. Then, yung brake light visibility, maaari itong inspect lagi kasi importante po yan kasi madami pong blind spot ang isang truck. And pwede pong magulungan or maipit yung nasa gilid niya na sasakyan, maliliit na sasakyan like ng motor, ganun po. Hello, Justin Dwayne Pili. Papakita ko sa inyo basic safety inspection sa loob ng bahay.
Unplug yung mga hindi ginagamit na appliances para maiwasan yung overheating at pag-consume ng kuryente and makatulong din sa environment. Then, i-check din kung may defective na sa maiilaw at kung kailangan na palitan para makaiwas sa pagputok or short circuit.
Nakikita natin to sa establishment like mall, restaurant, and work.
Salamat sa pakikinig.